We've all heard it after a breakup, right? Just get over it. Be a man. But let's be honest, it's never that simple. For many men, it's not just about missing her. They're fighting a quiet battle, caught in hidden traps in their mind they don't even see. In this video, we're going to show the 4 deep reasons why men get stuck after a breakup and how you can finally get free. This isn't about blaming anyone. It's about understanding the hidden feelings that keep you tied to a past you know you need to leave behind. After years of my own experience, research, and seeing the same painful problems again and again, I've learned that the usual advice isn't just bad, it actually makes things worse. It ignores what it's really like for a man to go through hard times with his feelings. The pain you're feeling is real. The confusion is real. And that feeling of being stuck, thinking about old talks, checking her social media, asking what if, that's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of a deep process in your mind that people have ignored for too long. So today we're going to name the hidden problems you're fighting. We're going to break down the 4 mental traps that keep good men stuck. And for each one, we're not just talking about why. We're telling you how. How you can start to break these traps, get your emotional freedom back, and turn this painful ending into a great new start. This is the talk most guys never have, but really need. Before we jump into the video, I want to remind you that my exclusive online course on mastering the dating game is available now. If you've been learning from my YouTube videos, you're only scratching the surface. This course takes things to an entirely new level, teaching you everything you need to know about the dating game, from approaching a woman to building real attraction. We just finished section 5 in the course, and you won't find this information in any video on my channel. It's available in both English and Spanish, so you can learn in the language you feel most comfortable with. It's easy to access with a secure payment option. Visit thestoiccouple.podia.com or click the link in the description to enroll now and improve your dating life. Let's get into it. Section 1. The trap of not knowing your feelings. The first and most important reason men get stuck is what I call the trap of not knowing your feelings. This means you don't really know or have the words for the feelings inside you. When we're boys, we're given a very small set of tools for our feelings. We only get 2, anger and happiness. But what about all the other messy feelings? Sadness, disappointment, fear, shame, feeling betrayed? We don't learn about those. We're taught to bury those feelings. Don't cry. Toughen up. Walk it off. These words teach us to shut down our own feelings. So when a big relationship ends, the average guy doesn't have the tools to understand what's happening inside him. He just feels bad. It's a confusing, heavy feeling, and he can easily get it wrong. He thinks, this feeling is so strong, it must mean she was the one, and I can't live without her. He mixes up how strong his pain is with how strong his love was for her. Think of it like this. Your feelings are like a big electrical box. A guy who understands his feelings can look at it and say, okay, the loneliness switch turned off and the hurt pride fuse blew. He can fix them one by one. But the man stuck in this trap just sees a giant flashing red light that says, danger. He doesn't know what is what. All he knows is the whole system is messed up, and he connects this feeling to the woman who left. So he thinks, the only way to turn off this alarm is to get her back. Not knowing the details of his feelings keeps him stuck. He feels a sudden pain. Is it sadness from losing his friend, or shame from being rejected? He can't tell. So he picks the simplest reason. I miss her. And that's the trap. It stops him from healing the real wounds. You can't heal a problem you can't name. He might be scared of being alone, but he just calls it missing her. He might be sad about the future he lost, the house, the kids, but he calls it missing her. He might feel his pride is hurt because the breakup feels like he failed, but he calls it missing her. Because he can't separate these feelings, he can't deal with them. They all roll into one giant ball of pain that he thinks about all day. He might try to fight it with anger, which feels strong for a minute, but it doesn't heal anything. Or he'll try to ignore it with distractions, but that bad feeling is always waiting for him in the quiet moments. This unnamed feeling has nowhere to go, so it just gets worse. The answer isn't to feel less or to be a man. It's to learn more about your feelings. The first step? Ask yourself questions. Stop just saying, I feel bad. The way out starts with a simple question. What am I really feeling right now? Start by learning the words. You can Google an emotion wheel. It's a chart with simple emotions like sad, mad, and scared, and it shows more specific feelings connected to them. When that bad feeling hits you, look at the wheel. Is it just sad, or is it more specific? Is it disappointed? Lonely? Helpless? Don't judge the feeling, just name it. Next, write in a journal. You don't have to write a lot, just use bullet points. Woke up, felt sick to my stomach, looked at the wheel, I think it's anxious. Anxious about what? Seeing her. Friends asking about her. Being alone tonight? This simple act of turning a fuzzy feeling into clear words can change your life. It takes the feeling out of the dark and brings it into the light where you can deal with it. When you can say, I'm feeling shame because this feels like a failure, you've separated the problem from who you are. You are not a failure. You are a person feeling shame. That difference is huge. It gives you your power back. Now you can work on the feeling of shame. You can ask it questions. Why does this feel like a failure? Do successful people never have breakups? You can comfort it. It's okay to feel this way. A lot of people do. Getting free from this trap is like turning on the lights in a dark room. The monsters you imagined are usually just piles of clothes. By learning to name what you feel, you stop being controlled by your emotions and start watching them. From there, you can finally start to heal. Section 2. The myth of grieving silently. The second reason men get stuck is they believe in the myth of grieving silently. We're taught a dangerous idea, that being strong means not showing pain, and the right way to handle grief is to bottle it up and act tough. We see it in movies and hear it from our dads. The idea that the manly way to heal is to act like you're already healed. It's a fake it till you make it plan for heartbreak. The problem is, you can't fake healing. You can only put it off. Grief isn't just one feeling, it's a process. You have to go through steps: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. It's not always a straight line, but these are the natural steps for dealing with a big loss. Women are usually allowed to go through all of it. It's okay for them to cry and talk with friends for hours, but men, we often only get to show anger and maybe a little denial. So what does the guy stuck in this trap do? First, he's in shock. This can't be real. She'll call me tomorrow. Then he jumps straight to anger. He makes her the bad guy, focuses on her flaws and tells his friends how awful she was. Anger feels powerful. It feels much better than the other choice, sadness. He gets stuck in anger because he is scared of the next step, deep sadness. To him, sadness feels like weakness. It feels like losing. So he builds a wall to hold back this ocean of sadness. And he builds that wall with distractions. He works 12-hour days. He goes to the gym all the time. He fills every night with plans so he never has to be alone. Or he jumps right into new relationships, using attention from a new woman to fix the hole left by the last one. These are not ways to heal. They are ways to avoid. Imagine you have a deep infected cut on your arm. Grieving silently is like putting on a long-sleeved shirt and telling everyone you're fine. Sure, you can get by for a while. But under the shirt, the cut is getting infected. The pain is getting worse. Soon, it will affect your whole body. That's what happens with sadness you don't deal with. It doesn't just go away. It spreads. It turns into a negative view of everything. It makes you unable to trust new partners. You see guys years after a breakup who are still angry and bitter. They aren't stuck on the woman. They are stuck in the grieving process they never let themselves finish. The answer is to accept a new idea. True strength isn't hiding pain. It's having the courage to feel it and move through it. You have to give yourself permission to grieve. This doesn't mean you have to be sad all the time for 6 months. It means grieving on purpose. You have to schedule time to feel sad. I know it sounds crazy, but it works. You can't be sad all day. You have a life to live. But you can decide that from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. tonight, you're going to let yourself feel it. Put on sad music. Look at old photos. Let yourself feel how much you lost. And cry if you feel like it. Crying is not weakness. It's your body's natural way to release stress and pain. By putting your grief into a certain time, you do 2 things. First, you keep it from ruining your whole day. Second, you teach your brain that this feeling won't kill you. You can feel it and you will be okay. This makes the sadness less powerful. When you spend all your energy holding a monster in a closet, it feels huge. The moment you open the door and let it out for a bit, you realize it's smaller than you thought. It's also important to know the difference between processing and just feeling sorry for yourself. Processing is active. What am I sad about? I'm sad I lost my best friend. Feeling sorry for yourself is passive. My life is over, I'll never be happy again. Processing helps you understand. The other way leads to feeling hopeless. You have to tear down the wall piece by piece. Let the sadness flow in small amounts. It will hurt, it will be messy. But it is the only way to get rid of the pain. You don't just get over a big loss. You make it a part of you, and that's impossible until you let yourself truly grieve. Section 3. The trap of being alone. The third trap that keeps men stuck is the trap of being alone. In a long relationship, a man's partner often becomes his whole world for feelings and social life. She's his lover, his best friend, the person he tells everything to, and his social planner. Studies show that men have fewer close friends than women. While women build a whole network of deep friendships, men often put all their emotional support into one person, their partner. And when the breakup happens, that support system is gone. It doesn't just get smaller, it disappears. The one person he turned to for everything is now the cause of his pain. This leaves a huge empty space. Suddenly, he's all alone with his confusing feelings. From trap 1, and his buried sadness. From trap 2. This is the trap of being alone. His own bad thoughts. Did I mess up? Maybe I can fix this. I'll never find anyone like her. I'm a failure. Just repeat in his head over and over. With no one to challenge them, these thoughts get stronger. There's no one there to offer a different view, to say, dude, that's not true, you're forgetting the bad times. And what about his male friends? They mean well, but their help is often not helpful. They usually do one of two things, distract or fix. The distraction friends say, let's go get a drink, get your mind off it, which just supports the idea of grieving silently. The fixing friends offer simple advice. Just get on a dating app. There are other women out there. This makes his pain feel small and pressures him into a new relationship, which is just another way to avoid his feelings. How often does a male friend sit down and say, this must hurt a lot. I'm sorry. Tell me about it. I'm just here to listen. The unwritten rules of male friendship often don't allow for being open and vulnerable. The very thing he needs most, a safe space to talk, is the one thing his friends aren't set up to give. This deep loneliness has a dangerous side effect. It makes him see his ex as perfect. In the lonely quiet, his brain plays a highlight reel of the good times. He forgets the fights and the problems. All he remembers is the comfort and having someone there. In his mind, his ex becomes the only person who ever really understood him. This creates a strong pull back to her, even if the relationship was bad. He doesn't really miss her. He misses not being lonely. The trap of being alone is a prison that keeps you locked in. The loneliness makes the pain worse, and the pain makes him pull away more, which makes him even lonelier. He's trapped. The solution is to break out of this trap on purpose. You have to build and use a support network. You can't think your way out of loneliness. You have to act your way out of it. Start with what I call the one friend strategy. You don't need to tell everyone everything. You just need one person. Look at your contacts and find one friend or family member you trust the most, the one who's the best listener. Then you have to take the scary step of being vulnerable. Send them a text like this. Hey, I know we don't usually talk about this stuff, but I'm really having a hard time with this breakup. Would you be cool with just letting me talk for a bit? You don't even have to say anything. Just listening would be a huge help. A message like that works because it's direct. It says what you need and it gives your friend an easy job. Just listen. You would be surprised how many of your friends are just waiting for you to let them be there for you. The second step is to get professional help. Seeing a therapist is not weakness. It's a smart move. You'd hire a mechanic to fix your car. A therapist is a specialist for your mind. They are a trained person whose job is to give you a safe place to talk and the right tools to get through this. 1 hour with a good therapist can be better than months of being stuck alone in your head. Finally, find new groups of people. Join a men's support group, a sports team, a hiking club, a class, anything that builds real connection with others. The goal is to get your feeling of connection from many different places: friends, family, hobbies, and most importantly, from yourself. When you break out of being alone, the breakup starts to lose its power. If this is making sense to you, do me a quick favor and hit that like button. It helps tell the website this is a useful conversation and helps other men who might be fighting this battle alone find this video. And stay for this fourth and final reason, because it's often the sneakiest trap of them all. But before that, if you're serious about moving forward, I've put together a free guide called The First 7 Days. It's a step-by-step plan for the first few days right after a breakup. The link is in the description. It's my gift to you. Section 4. The Wall of Pride. The fourth and final trap is the sneakiest because it looks like strength. It is the wall of pride. For many men, how we feel about ourselves is tied to our success, our job, our money, and our relationships. A breakup, especially if she left us, doesn't just feel like losing love. It feels like a huge personal failure. It's a direct hit to our pride. To protect itself from this feeling of shame, our pride goes on defense. It builds a huge wall around our heart. The wall is built with stubbornness and avoiding your feelings. From inside these walls, he acts like he is not affected at all. He's fine. He's over it. In fact, he's better than ever. This wall shows up in a few ways that hurt you. First is the burn everything approach. He blocks her on all social media, deletes every photo, throws out every gift. He tells his friends he never wants to hear her name again. This looks like a healthy no-contact rule, but it's different. Healthy distance is for healing. The burn everything approach is an angry attempt to erase a person from your past. It's just avoiding the truth. And it stops you from learning from the relationship, the good and the bad. The second is rewriting the past. To protect his pride from the pain of losing something good, he tells himself it was never good. The relationship was terrible. She was crazy. I was unhappy. He changes the story to make himself the hero who escaped, not the heartbroken guy who lost someone he loved. This anger feels safer than sadness, so he holds on to it like a shield. But it stops him from seeing his own part in the breakup, which means he'll never learn from it. Finally, there's pretending not to care. This is the guy who seems to move on right away. He's out partying, posting photos with a new girl every week, showing a life of total freedom and fun. This is often just a show to convince himself, his ex, and the world that he won the breakup. He wants everyone to think, see, I don't need you, I'm better off. But every time he checks to see if she's seen his post, he shows the truth. It's not about him moving on. It's about her seeing him move on. His pride is still competing with her. The wall of pride is the biggest trap because it tells you that being vulnerable is the worst thing you can do. And since being vulnerable is the only way to really heal your feelings, the wall becomes a prison. He's safe inside his walls, but he's also trapped in there with all his pain, full of bitterness. The only way out is to have the great courage to take the wall down piece by piece. This is the last and hardest part of healing. It means you have to choose to be vulnerable when everything in you is screaming to stay protected. First, you have to see the breakup in a new way. A relationship ending is not a failure. It's just what happened. It's a piece of information. It does not make you less of a man. Two good people can be wrong for each other. A relationship can just end. Seeing a breakup as a failure is like calling a science experiment a failure because it gave you a new result. It's not. It's just information that can help you in the future. You have to separate your value as a person from your relationship ending. Second, practice something I call useful regret. Pride hates regret. But there's a difference between blaming yourself, I'm a terrible person, and useful regret. What was my part in this? What could I have done better? What can I learn for next time? This takes humility. It means putting your pride aside and looking at your own actions with honest eyes. This is where real growth happens. Finally, you have to practice being vulnerable in a smart way. This connects back to trap 3. Tearing down the wall doesn't mean shouting your pain to everyone. It means choosing 1 or 2 trusted people, a friend, a therapist, and telling them the truth. It means saying the words your pride won't let you say, I'm not okay, I'm hurt, I feel like I failed. When you say these truths out loud to someone who understands, the fears get smaller. In the dark of your mind, these fears are monsters. In the light of a safe talk, they become normal human feelings you can handle. True strength isn't armor. It's being like a tree that can bend in the wind without breaking. By taking down the wall of pride, you don't just get over her, you get yourself back. So, let's put it all together. We've talked about the 4 hidden traps. Not knowing your feelings, where you can't name what you're feeling. The myth of grieving silently, where you try to act tough and just put off the pain. The trap of being alone, where you're left by yourself with your own bad thoughts. And the wall of pride, where the fear of failure keeps you from being open enough to heal. If you see yourself in any of this, the first thing I want you to feel is not shame, but relief. You're not broken. You're not weak. You're just a man trying to get through a difficult emotional world with a bad map that society gave you. Now you have a better map. You can see the traps for what they are. The journey to really move on isn't about forgetting her. It's about taking in what happened and learning from the pain. That pain is a signal. It's telling you to do something. It's a chance to become a man who understands his feelings better, is stronger and more whole. It's a chance to build a support system that will last a lifetime. And to build a good relationship with yourself that doesn't depend on anyone else. This path isn't easy. It takes courage and honesty. But on the other side of this pain isn't just getting over her. It's a deeper, quieter confidence that comes from knowing you can face loss and not just get through it, but grow from it. The pain is the price you pay to become the man you can be. If this video helped you, please subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's next. For your next step, I suggest watching the video on your screen about the real meaning of closure and how to get it for yourself. It's the perfect video to watch after this one. If you've been learning from these YouTube videos, you're only scratching the surface. Inside the course, I take you step by step, from approaching a woman to creating real, lasting attraction. We just completed section 5, packed with insights you won't find anywhere on this channel. And the best part? It's available in both English and Spanish, so you can learn in the language you prefer. Enrollment is simple and secure. Just head over to thestoiccouple.podia.com or click the link in the description to get started today and take your dating life to the next level. I should stop here now and see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Be kind to yourself through this. I'll see you in the next one.